Good morning. Today we're going to look at probability again. This time it's experimental probability. Of the last 20 contestants on a game show, 8 won a prize. What is the experimental probability that the next contestant will win a prize? Again, experimental probability is different than theoretical probability. Let's click Learn by Example. All right, in this example, a band played an encore at two of its last four shows. What's the experimental probability the band will play the encore at the next show? Well, probability is the encore, which is 2, over the total, which is 1/4. All right, let's go back to our practice problem. All right, so it says, what is the experimental probability the next contestant will win a prize? Well, 8 won a prize out of 20. And let's try to do it without reducing. And it's awfully kind to. It's not making you reduce, even though you should always reduce fractions to lowest term. Isaac's sitting on a bench in the mall. He noticed 6 out of the last 16 men who walked by had beards. What is experimental probability the next man that's going to walk by is going to have a beard? Notice the only thing different about this probability is it's called experimental because you're actually conducting an experiment. It's the only difference really between theoretical and experimental probability. Without doing anything, I'm guessing it's going to be 3/12, but let's read it. The band played encore 3 out of the last 12 shows. What's the experimental probability the band will play at the next show? 3/12 would be correct, and that reduces to 1/4. Bonnie scored a 2 out of 12 shots. What's the experimental probability that Bonnie will score a goal on her next shot? That reduces to 1/6. And let me go ahead and jump to the next level. Polly runs a stable that boards are a range of shoes. Notice these are different types of horses. What's the experimental probability that the next horse that comes aboard will be a Palomino? Well, Palomino, there's 8, and we have to now add those up, which is 1/2. The pizzas recently sold at Pizza Time, 6 had pepperoni and 4 did not. What is experimental probability the next pizza sold will have pepperoni? You know, how many total pizzas? It's 10. All right, new recommendations from the school is they want us to say 50% is all the higher we need to go. No longer do we need to go to 65%. So you are all finished with today's lesson. If you have any questions, just let me know and keep up the hard work.